So all creators have is literally a blackout option where you just don't talk about that person. You don't play that person. You don't sit in battles with that person. You just starve it of all oxygen. Will it work? Probably not. Probably not. But is it a start? Yeah, sure. There we go. Emma said she had 2K in this morning. You're still going to get those, you know, car crash drama seeking people that are going to go in that room. Yeah, it's the principle, CG, exactly that. So I am a little bit surprised that Canadian Angie and Kales are saying this, that they're kind of saying it's pointless. The alternative is just let her continue doing what she's doing, affecting people, being very damaging. I don't know. So I'm not fully on board with, I mean, to be honest, I'm not really ever on board with most of what Canadian Angie says anyway. But I just, yeah, I feel like I don't understand their position on this.
To
Hey, Jim.
CLA with all the shit she said. Do you know what I mean? Where's the fucking blackouts for the fucking...
Well, when I was the first one to pull her up on it.
Do you know what I mean?
First one to pull her up on it. And when you mentioned about Piedro, yes, I was in the blackout for him. Do you ever hear me? I'll say anything about him. I don't speak about him, and I don't ever, to this day, go anywhere near.
I mean, I suppose she's got a point there, right? I mean, I came onto the app. I didn't know about Diadro and all of that stuff, but all I was sort of ever told was just sort of stay away from this guy, like he's a bad un, right? But also, you've seen over time, and I do follow No Ducks, and they talk a lot about Diadro, and you can see that his numbers are going down every single day because bigger creators are not getting in the box with him anymore. Not many people are watching anymore. The awareness around him is working in that people, and I know it's hard for me to agree with Pearl, but I'm just on this point, I'm just saying that only because she's just mentioned that, and I think that is actually a good point, that for the people that think that a blackout is pointless and not worth doing, there is an example there of where when the big creators starve another creator, that there is an impact, that eventually their numbers will get less and less, they'll be gifted less and less if everyone sticks to it, you know. But like I said, what else do people have at this point, you know? So anyway,
Hear him.
No, but loads of the other creators still do, Pearl.
But I'm not other creators.
so I don't know. This is an interesting one. Like I said, I didn't watch this, and I don't know what was said before or after this. I just saw this clip on my FYP this morning. No F's given says he's gone from earning 20k a week to 4k, which is still a lot of money, but is still being enabled. Yeah, but I think that helps to prove a point a little bit, that starving a certain creator of oxygen could potentially work, but who knows? Like, you got to start somewhere and try with something, right? Honeybee says no one's stuck to it so far. Everyone has non-stop talked about her. When you say everyone, who's everyone, Honeybee? Yes, we can have a poll. Who's everyone? Seaside says, I dislike how Pearl is portraying a rescuer and campaign for the righteous. I know. Yeah, I hear that too. But it's like people, like there were quite a few people yesterday with moaning that Miss Red held that live where pointless poll incoming. Pointless poll. Do you think a blackout is a good idea, smiley face, or do you think it's a bad idea, sad face? Thank you, No Ducks, for the hand heart. Smiley face, blackout is a good idea, and sad face is not a good idea. Yeah, so a lot of people, I say a lot of people, I maybe saw 3 people, there might have been more, that thought that Miss Red holding that live yesterday, which was an awareness on Delusive Angie, because there are a lot of new people that come onto the app and don't know stuff, right? Like I said, when I came onto the app, I didn't know who Diadro was. So when I see people like No Ducks and they're doing their awareness videos, I learn about who the person is and make sure I block that person and I don't go into that space. And there were a lot of people who were like, well, Miss Red isn't, you know, her hands are not clean and so she shouldn't be doing it. But then you do have to kind of ask yourselves, well, who else could have done it? Who else is kind of a neutral party to do it, who has a big enough platform, right, that isn't involved with the Angie side or the Red side, who is someone who's neutral. Yeah, it's a start, right? She has big numbers, and sometimes it's like, you know, better the devil you know, that like you kind of, you know, is it ideal? Maybe not that she was doing it, but somebody needed to do it, right? Something needed to, not me, Laura, because I'm not neutral. Because I mean, I don't know if you was here earlier. We had Voldemort on the screen. Like, I'm not unbiased to Angie, and also she's trolled me relentlessly for months. So I couldn't be impartial. I mean, I could, but I probably wouldn't want to be. And so I just think, look, I'm glad Miss Red started what she started, and then I believe it was Michelle held a live yesterday. I didn't see any of it, but I think it was in that live where the discussion or the idea sort of was generated around doing a blackout. And I know I've seen in lots of comments on videos, people are like, why is Miss Red doing this? I don't think it was Miss Red that initiated this. I think it was from Michelle. Michelle's wrong. You can Michelle's room. Tell me if I'm wrong in the chat. Yeah, Kiki said yeah, it was in Michelle's yesterday. I'm Aesthetics Beauty. Welcome to the party. Why are you saying bullying? But anyway, so look, conversations need to start happening, and I'm glad that conversations are happening. Kelly Max says the blackout awareness is being spread today amongst creators, and that's why it's being discussed. Yeah, I didn't really know until this morning about the blackout, which is why, you know, I played that Zach video earlier. I mean, maybe he didn't hear about it either. I know some of you are like, oh, he knew, whatever, but I genuinely only really started like seeing oh, not another one of these accounts. Don't you guys get bored? Welcome to the party. Ugh. I'm yawning. Sorry. Yeah, and G said I didn't know until you said it. Swoopsy said I saw it yesterday. Amelia says, but a week doesn't change anything. Everyone needs to just block and ignore her. Is it only supposed to be for a week, Amelia? I mean, I didn't even know that. I just thought it was a generic blackout, full stop. I don't know if it's supposed to be a week. I mean, I had a period where I went 2 months where we didn't play. When Pearl and Angie were besties, we just didn't play any of their clips in our room at all. So I won't have any issues with doing that again. Or I'll just use a Voldemort image and discuss whatever problematic thing that they've said before. Kiki said do it until at least the end of the year. I think just like the blackout on Diadro, right? It's just permanent. Just once someone's blacked out, just why would we not want to black out? We know what happens in that room. Why would we ever want to go, oh, let's just do it for a week or a month and then we'll just stop? Because then, like, exactly, FYP neighbours is like, I'm doing it permanently. Why would we want to unblock? For what? More messiness, more victim shaming, more bullying, more harassment, more alcoholism, more SHing, more not looking after elderly parents, more cat pissing in the cupboard and on your carpets, more puke on the floor, puke in your bed. Like, what are we unblocking for? Huh? What for? I don't want to see it. Sorry, I know, my blood pressure too, Seaside. I just went off on a tangent, sorry. Fucking rein it in, Rem. Rein it in. Anyway, we've done an hour and 40. I think I've hit my peak. Right, give me some song ideas in the chat. What do you want to close with? Give me some song ideas. What shall we end with, darlings? By the way, make sure you're all following. Make sure you've sent a daily heart me, please, and thank you. Let's Keisha Cole, Love. Is that a slow song or is it I think we need something uplifting. Something. I'm going to write it down anyway. Keisha Cole, Love. Give me some song ideas, guys.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.